Yo guys, what's going on? I am Tim. This is the Cash Kelly and AC Sports Report. I am pumped. It is raining like hell outside, but I don't even care because I want some snow and I want some football. The NFL is back. The players today unanimously vote to pass this thing 32-0. That would be the player representatives. And it's going to be a crazy week right now. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., trades are allowed to start happening, and you can negotiate with free agents. You can't sign anyone till, I believe, Friday is what I've heard. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., though, trades are allowed to happen, and I think the big trade you're going to see is Kevin Cobb's going to go to the Cardinals. I think other than that, teams are just going to kind of sit back and wait for things to happen. Don't be shocked if Carson Palmer were to get moved, but other than that, I don't think you're going to see too many huge trades because teams are just getting back into things, and you're going to have to see what free agents you sign first. Signing draft picks, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. What I can tell you, though, at least for an Eagles standpoint, I believe this is going to go for the entire NFL, is that training camp's starting on Wednesday. I mean, that's incredible to me, considering you're not even going to have free agency starting until Friday. So you're really going to basically be working from your team with last year, or with last year's team starting on Wednesday, and then you're talking about adding a whole new group of rookies and free agents in more along the lines of next week. So it's going to be a fun week. I think when you look at guys, like everyone's asking me, where do I think Plaxico Burress is going to go? I don't know. I'd love to see him come to the Eagles. In the end, I think he's going to go somewhere where he can be a number 2 receiver rather than coming here and being a number 3 receiver. I hope for him, because I've always kind of liked him, even though he's played for 2 teams I'm not a fan of. I would hope that he's able to go somewhere and be successful and repair his image. That's what I hope for him. And if it's in Philly, hey, I'm happy about it, because that's another great weapon that would help make this the for sure best offense in the NFL. I think Nnamdi Asomugha has about a 0% chance of coming to Philly. I've heard reports that the Eagles just aren't that aggressively interested. I think Jonathan Joseph and Ike Taylor are more realistic. I think Antonio Cromartie is going to end up staying with the Jets probably. And I think the same thing's going to go for Braylon Edwards and San Antonio Holmes. The Jets might add some more depth. They might add another receiver, but I think they will, in the end, bring back the 2 receivers that got them pretty far. And in that situation, it's up to Mark Sanchez this year. This has got to be the season where he takes that huge step. Or maybe if you're the Jets, you start to think, is this really our guy? Or do we have to go out and get a veteran in here? Guys like Donovan McNabb, Brett Favre, don't even ask me. Because if he comes to Philly, I'm going to be pretty mad, to be honest with you. Donovan McNabb, I think he could end up, I don't think he'll end up a 49er. That's a name a lot of teams are talking about. I think that they have Jim Harbaugh, whichever one it is. I think it's Jim. I heard likes Alex Smith quite a bit, so Alex Smith is going to be the starter there. Don't ask me how he still has a job with his rookie team after all these years of being a bust, but he's going to apparently still have it. Now, I think that a lot of people have said Cincinnati. I think Andy Dalton is going to be I think he will be the best quarterback out of this year's class. I am just throwing that out there. Andy Dalton of TCU, representing the Redheads of America, will go ahead and be the best quarterback out of this draft class. And I think McNabb, it's just going to be a wait-and-see game. I think maybe the Vikings could make sense. It depends. Are they willing to go with Christian Ponder right away, or are they going to go with the guy who helped them late in the season last year, and his name slips my mind right now, but I know he beat the Eagles, and he was pretty successful down the stretch. So, I think that McNabb's a toss-up. Nnamdi Asomugha, I probably could see ending up with the Giants. I heard NFC East is most likely. The Texans are in it, I heard. The Cowboys are interested. We'll have to see. I think that he's going to get a huge payday, and he deserves it. I think, in my opinion, he's easily one of the top 10 players in the NFL. I'd put him as probably my 4th best defensive player. second best cornerback. Him and Darrelle Revis, they just take away an entire side of the field. It's really impressive what they do. And I think I wish would come here, but he's not going to because for whatever reason the Eagles choose not to have interest. I think the one drawback with him is he's already 30 years old, so committing a 5-year deal is going to be tough, but I think someone will do it. Now, a name that I've heard talked about coming to Philly, and I know I'm being more homerish in this, and I will be at Eagles training camp at some point. I will let you guys know if you guys want to come down and see us, talk to us, whatever. We'll be doing videos. Last year we had an interview with Mike Mayock of the NFL Network, so we'll see. I don't know who's going to be there. AC might be there, I might be there, Cookie, KJ, it just depends. Fernando's going to Chargers camp. He's going to have stuff there. Justin, who's one of the correspondents on our channel from Sports News Insider, is going to Cardinals camp because he lives in Arizona. So we will have a ton of information coming in from places all around the country. But I think everyone in the end is just thrilled to have football back. And the name I wanted to get to was Albert Haynesworth. Bring him on board. Here's why. We have Jim Washburn as defensive coordinator. He's the one guy who got him to play in another situation. That's the first thing. Second thing, he's in the same division as the Redskins. Third thing, you can get him he'll either be released and you sign him to the league minimum, or he'll be traded and you have to give up like a 5th round pick. What 5th round pick has the chance to make the impact of Albert Haynesworth? Not many. I mean, it makes sense to me, and this guy is going to be motivated. You cannot tell me he's not going to be motivated, at least in the games against the Redskins. The Eagles have a lot of holes on that defense, but the two positions that can clear up a lot of holes on your defense because they can make your defense look so good are corner and defensive tackle. And if we can add another really good corner like Jonathan Joseph or Eric Taylor across from Asante Samuel, and you can get a defensive force in there, even if it's just for this year that you can get him to play, I don't understand why you wouldn't do it. The Eagles have said they're going for it this year, and if you're going for it, you're going to have to make some moves and take some risks, I think. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are about this NFL finally coming back. I think that there's certain fans that are saying, I'm not going to forgive him. Look, we really did not miss anything, so I don't think there's anything to not forgive anyone about. Be happy, NFL is here, and it's probably going to be most exciting, and in my opinion, this lockout is a great thing for the NFL because the interest is only going to get higher. The Super Bowl this year is going to be great. NFL preview, we will start breaking, I don't even know what that was. We will start breaking down all the teams, everything in the NFL. NFL season is here, and I am pumped as hell.